I'm Jess,
And I'm Amy.
and we are young advisors capturing the voices of children and young people across Liverpool on behalf of Liverpool Safeguarding Children Partnership. As you know, all children are to return to school on Monday, the 8th of March 2021.
Some of you may not realise, but schools have remained open throughout lockdown for children who are vulnerable, with special education needs or children of key workers. But from this Monday, all children are to return to school.
This may be worrying for some of you, and some children may feel anxious about it. So we are lucky enough today to speak to Chris Price, the Education COVID lead for Liverpool, and ask him some questions that young people and parents or carers have raised, that they are concerned about, and hopefully after our chat today, some of these worries or fears will be reduced. A lot of students have fallen out of their routines over lockdown, so when returning to education, they could be overwhelmed with workload as well as worried about going into a world where COVID still exists. Is there any support or services within schools and colleges for students experiencing this? And if so, how can they access it?
Yeah, I fully appreciate the anxieties which are coming with this. And when we look at COVID over the last 12 months, it has split people to have different viewpoints. And some people are very anxious about it, and some people are very nonchalant about it and don't see the concerns others have. So we're going to have heightened anxieties with many people. Schools in themselves will have a wellbeing practitioner within them in the secondary schools, or they may have a mental health lead within a school which students will be able to connect with and try and touch base with if they need to. Some of them have drop-in clinics for them to go to. Some students will be comfortable using this on school site and some won't. So some won't be comfortable opening up, and they'll go back in and they'll find it very difficult to talk about their anxieties. So may need to speak to someone who isn't known within school. So there are other services such as COOTH or YPASS, MYA, and they're different organisations which students can access and look at the different support which they may offer. What I would say and give a reassurance is students will have these anxieties or may have these anxieties, but so do adults and so do people who work, and they're shared anxieties. So a recovery curriculum which is in place within the school to help with the catch-up of learning does take into account the mental health of the students, the staff, the families, and people beyond the students in school to try and support them over these times.
Okay, thank you, Chris. That has been really helpful, and hopefully the information you've shared with us today will help ease the anxieties that pupils, parents and carers feel about returning to school on Monday.
We have all had a lot of time away from school, which not only impacts our education, but our mental health, social skills and friendships. So much happens during the day in school that we have always taken for granted. Just remember, everybody returning to school on Monday is in the same place or similar position. We have all gone through COVID lockdown together, and we can all support one another when we return. Thank you for watching.